Hi, y'all. Today I want to talk a little bit about the body. How do you view your body? Do you focus on what's wrong with it? Or do you ever sit back and contemplate what a wonderful creation it is? For example, just 6 weeks after conception, the heart is formed and beating and doesn't stop until you leave the body. Now, that to me right there is enough to just blow my mind. I majored in biology in college, and so I was always curious and just loved about the inner workings of the body and now I know some of what I taught is not true, but in general, um, I also studied Chinese medicine and how the body has its own clock and it has meridians, just like Earth does, and how different emotions are housed in different organs. And this Chinese medicine has been around for thousands of years. So if you're curious, go check it out. Um, it's just amazing to me how the body works. So today I want to focus mainly on the small and large intestines and stomach because there's over 30 feet of small and large intestines. Your large intestines is about as long as you are tall. Now, get a ruler, a measuring tape out, and walk out like 33 feet and look at that. And then ponder or think about that's inside you. And what happens when we intake food? So I really became aware of this in my 40s after my divorce. Um, it started coming up about cleansing the body and colon hydrotherapy and what that was and how that helps the body so much. You just feel so much better if you're not toxic. Well, I grew up on Hostess Twinkies and 3-foot Easter bunnies that you froze so you could have chocolate all year round. So, needless to say, by the time I hit my 40s, my body was not in the best shape. And the body performs best in an alkaline environment. So, an easy way to check where your body is to test the saliva with a pH stick. And that'll give you an idea of where you are. There are foods that are alkaline. There are foods that are more acidic, cause of acidic ash in the body. But I decided to go to a raw food institute outside of Austin, Texas for 2 weeks. And it was nothing but raw food. And you drank wheatgrass juice morning and evening, and you even took enemas with this wheatgrass juice. But that's when I got a lot of information while I was there because we're just mainly taught the Western medicine model and pharmaceuticals. So it was a great big introduction for me to start looking within my body and having a relationship with my body. I learned about muscle testing, which is a way that you can look up to test your body about which supplement or nutrients it may need. Now I just think about or even touch the supplement on the screen and my body will, for me, pull forward is yes or pull back no. Even when I take my supplements, I do this because I just don't do it. Things as recommended. I listen to my body. But I became aware of a great imbalance you can have in your body with the microbes that live inside your body that keep it all healthy and clean. As you know, there's good and bad bacteria. And there's also candida, which is yeast, and I had that systemically. And then, of course, there's the parasite issue, and that frequency thrives in an acidic environment. And so I began a very long journey, a good solid 5 years, of deep diving into all kinds of cleanses, bentonite clay, colonics for like 5 years, because my colon is a different muscle than your small intestines, your large intestines. And if there's issues with constipation or even diarrhea, you can lose the tone of the muscle. And that's one thing that's really good about colonics or colon hydrotherapy, is that it gently washes the large intestines. And it helps move all the waste along through your small intestines too, and helps your liver with its detox abilities. So I was so fascinated by it that I actually became a colon hydrotherapist. It's just a great tool. But, it's expensive. There's other ways that you can have a relationship with your body and cleanse it without it costing a lot. Just organic lemon juice in water in the morning is a great way to start your day and send some alkaline frequencies in your body. If you don't want to buy the lemons, you can buy a good essential oil. Like I use grapefruit essential oil in water every day to help with the blood pressure. I remember people telling me that you can't eat grapefruit if you're taking blood pressure medicine. Well, duh, why do you think that is? Could the grapefruit maybe lower your blood pressure? So I just encourage you to begin to look inside at your body and honor what is working right in your body, and to begin to ask the body what it needs. I'm sure all of you crave comfort food sometimes when you're having, when you're feeling over emotional. I know I do still. So the body can communicate, and it does. And for me, cleansing the body was a huge turning point in my life, because repressed memories came through, chronic fatigue went away, systemic candida disappeared. Now that was a long journey, because for me it wasn't until I got the mercury fillings taken out of my teeth before there was some kind of connection between the candida and the vibration of the mercury that kept me from clearing it from my body. And I had done everything, the candida diets, the medicines, everything. And it wasn't until I removed the few mercury fillings I had in my mouth. And then that was a good year and a half of using homeopathics and other supplements, because you got to be careful with mercury. And that brings me to other heavy metals. If you use a deodorant with aluminum in it, well, that's a metal. So I just encourage you to, start Googling. If you have certain issues in your body, start to look it up and look at alternative ways to help your body, because it will help all the other bodies, the emotional, the mental, the spiritual, everything. And it's important to honor and be grateful for the body you do have, and just ponder how amazing it is. Sending peace and love. More later.